I'll be asking ChatGPT some what if questions, and you also have to drop your questions here, and ChatGPT will have to announce this, right? So you people have to drop your questions there, and I'll be I'll be asking ChatGPT questions, and let's see how it answers them. Be asking ChatGPT questions, and so all you have to do is you need to drop a question, and then we'll see how is it, right? So the first question that I'm going to ask is, yeah, the question will be, what if the earth stopped what if the earth stopped spinning, right? Now let's see how it answers it. So what ChatGPT says, that's a classic what if the earth suddenly stopped spinning. Here is what would happen, right? So what do we expect to happen if the earth just stops spinning, right? So the first thing that is, it says everyone and everything would keep moving. If the earth stopped spinning, so everyone and everything would keep moving, right? As it says right now, the earth spins at about 1670 kilometer per hour at the equator. If it stopped suddenly, people, cars, oceans, and even buildings would fly eastward at that speed. Basically, instant chaos. The second thing that is expected to happen is extreme day and night. So it says that one side of the earth would face the sun all the time, burning hot, and the other side would be permanent darkness, freezing cold. So if the earth stopped spinning, things would totally change, right? ChatGPT says, I'm requesting all the viewers to drop your what if questions, and we'll ask them together about the meanings, right? The third one, if the earth stopped spinning, so oceans would move. ChatGPT says the oceans would rush toward poles, leaving the equator almost dry and flow, flooding the north and south. So this is going to be extremely disastrous if the world suddenly stopped spinning, right? The fourth thing that is going to happen is magnetic field problem. Magnetic field problem, with it says that without spinning, Earth's molten iron core might stop generating the magnetic field. That means no protection from solar radiation. So if the earth suddenly stopped spinning, there will be no protection from solar radiation, right? Number fifth, if the earth stopped spinning, so the fifth thing that is going to happen is, instead of a 24-hour day, a day would last a whole year, one side facing the sun, one side away. So, there will be a day will be not a 24 hours, but it will be, a whole year day. I am requesting all of you to drop your questions below so that we can ask ChatGPT, and we have to find the answers of those questions, right? Now I'm moving towards the second question, and the second question that I'm going to ask ChatGPT would be, it would be, what if humans could, what if humans could photosynthesize, right? It's also an amazing question, right? And that is, if they photosynthesize, right? So let's see what ChatGPT says. Now, the answer that ChatGPT gave is that okay, if humans could photosynthesize like plants, so it says the thing that would be there would be free food if humans synthesize to to synthesize photosynthesize, so food would be free. Standing in the sun would give us energy, even without eating and doing anything, we would get energy from the sun directly. No more grocery bills, just sunbath to stay alive. So we would not have to pay bills at the stores to buy things for ourselves, right? Uh, I just want you all to please share the live and drop some questions there also. The second thing that is going to happen is fashion change. If human could photosynthesize, so what would happen? Fashion would change. Everyone would wear fewer clothes or transparent ones so sunlight could reach their skin better. People would not wear those things that they wear today. Number third thing that is going to happen is green humans. This is interesting. If humans could photosynthesize, their skins would change. As it says, our skin would probably turn green from chlorophyll, like real life hulks, but peaceful. So we would be, green if we could photosynthesize, right? The next thing is lazy lifestyle. Our life would become extremely lazy if we could photosynthesize, right? No need for kitchens, restaurants, or farming. Just lie in the park and eat sunshine. It's definitely a fact. If human could photosynthesize, they would not have to go to kitchens. They would not have to go to restaurants. They would not be farming. They would not be buying things in the market, right? Because they would just get their food directly from the sunlight. They will lie down all the day, and they will get that food, right? The fifth thing that is going to happen is, limited power, right? Power that would be limited. Photosynthesis is slow and weak. Even if we did it, we would still need to eat pizzas and biryanis for extra energy. It's an amazing one also, right? If even if human could photosynthesize, they would have to do all these things because it would not be possible without them, right? Now, moving toward the third question, I'm going to ask ChatGPT. That is also a what if question. I just want you to drop your questions, please. The third question that I'm going to ask ChatGPT is, yeah, and if gravity, what if gravity was twice as strong, right? This is also a hypothetical question, and I'm going to ask ChatGPT this also. So let's see what ChatGPT says. The question is, what if gravity was twice as strong? We know that gravity is strong now, but what if it was twice of this, right? So let's see what ChatGPT says. Let me send it to it. The answer is generating, and it says, nice one. If gravity suddenly doubled, what would happen if gravity was double of this? So ChatGPT says we would all feel super heavy if gravity was twice, so we would weigh so much. We would weigh, what it says, your weight would instantly double if you are 60 kg. Boom, now 120 kg. If gravity was stronger, we would weigh 120 kgs instead of 60. We would weigh 100 kgs instead of 50. And then it says walking, running, even standing would be a struggle. It would have been, a very huge struggle to walk and run. if if the gravity was stronger. Number second is building and bridges would collapse if gravity was as strong as it is now. I mean, if it was stronger than if it was its twice. So what would happen? Building and bridges would collapse. So buildings and bridges would collapse if if gravity is the double of it, right? As it says, most structures are not built for that much weight. Skyscrapers gone, planes they could not take off. It would have been extremely difficult for us to stand those skyscrapers, and it would also be so difficult to take off the flights, right? Number third, sports would be hilarious. Sports would be totally different if gravity was the double of the present one, right? So it says, imagine football where players cannot even lift their legs properly. It would be extremely difficult for the players to lift their legs if if gravity was the twice of it, right? Or basketball tanks, forget it, right? Number four, human bodies would change if gravity was the double of it. So human bodies would definitely change, right? So it says over generations people would evolve shorter, stockier bodies to survive the pressure. Tall people equals to extent. If gravity becomes the double of of the present one, so what would happen? Taller people would would extinct. They would not live. They would be finished, right? And number fifth is earth itself might break if gravity was twice of this. So the earth would break, right? It says twice the gravity means earth is pulling everything harder, including its own crust, right? So if this happens, right, things would totally change.